Time to start working on this thing. This half looks to be a lot better than that box. Same crappy paint job. You have to ignore the fuzzy orange lighting. I'll show you why. Yep, something's burning. Summer in the Okanagan. Anyway, back to this thing. This is all getting sandblasted, painted black. This I'm not even going to mess with. I'm just going to hit it with the sander, strip it right down the bare steel. Start fresh. It's in pretty good shape, not a lot of dents. No rust yet. Not a bad old truck. Abused a little bit, but not bad. Couple little issues. You see how that looks. Check this out. Yep, it's the way they left it. I guess fixing a rad sport was a little beyond their ability. So was prepping, painting. I got one dent to fix. It's pretty good. It's got the usual dents along the front from everybody doing to get it to close, but yeah, this should go quick. Granted, I just jinxed myself, but whatever. Ignore the sound of the chainsaws. We got firewooders 2 yards over. You have to listen to that all day long. Anyway, I'm going to start working on this thing. And I get this pulled out at least enough to get the bolt in. Good enough. And then I got to fix that. Give me something to do. Well, it's a few days later. Fire's still burning. Bet you they're loving this wind. Anyway, been working on this thing. Got it stripped down. Windows out. Weather strips off. Yeah, this thing's gonna get stripped. Start on that tomorrow. Got the hood straightened out. Yeah, state-of-the-art frame rack. Got this pulled out, just roughed out, but it's actually got a bolt in it. I got the bolt holding the liner in, so it's got to go for an inspection. So all that stuff's got to be attached. Give one less thing to gripe about. So yeah, strip the paint off tomorrow. Well, I'll start off with the fire report. Not bad today, still going. They've been hitting it hard, so it never really got that big. So that's the fire. Paint stripping day. Now, there's no easy way to strip paint off a vehicle. Lots of different ways, but no easy way. You can paint stripper, media blast, sand it, scrape it, whatever. It's a pain. But my weapon of choice, right here. Old polisher. Put a foam pad on it. 80 grit disc. And just tear at it. Takes a while, but works pretty good. So that's the idea. Peels it off pretty quick. It's a little thick. If this paint job was any good, I wouldn't have to do this. I could just go over top of it because it's, you know, there's not 15 layers of paint on it. But because somebody wanted to cheap out, you can just sand that right out. I'm hoping this thing's not all full of mud. We're about to find out. But yeah, that's the idea. Goes pretty quick when it's just a few paint jobs. So set you guys up in the corner and you can watch. God, there's a lot of paint on this thing. Well, that's this side stripped down. A bunch of filler in there. And that whole back door from the body line down, it's all filler. I'm not taking that out. We don't have the budget to start redoing all that stuff. Got it stripped down. This was filler all the way around. And I'm not too sure why, because I'm starting to strip it off and it's good underneath. So, don't know. Well, the next step is go over it with the orbital and get this smoothed out. Get it ready for primer. So that's the sanding done. Just finished going over it with 120 grit. That's it. I gotta touch up some bodywork tomorrow. A few little dents and dings and clean up the other side, but yeah, it's almost ready for primer. You can really tell that that's an aftermarket fender. Kind of sticks out now. I'll show you what's going on. The factory steel is galvanized. That's this lighter silver, and then the darker, that's the bare steel. So that's why the rest of the truck looks different than this fender, because this is just, it's not galvanized, just regular old sheet metal. So that's what's going on there. So into the Bondo tomorrow. Catch all these little dings and dents. Get it ready for primer. Hopefully by the weekend. That'd be handy. Okay, little change in plan. Been cleaning this up. Filler like all the way around. And then down here, I just took the sander and dug it in just to see, and it's thick. Thick, thick, thick. So you gotta see this. Got all the filler off, and there was lots of it. Not quite a ½ inch over all of it, but pretty close. There's the original damage, right in there. Somebody probably backed into it. And there's a dent up here, but the rest of it, as you can see, there's no damage at all. Let's have a look what they did. They took a bar, such as whack, 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 stuck it in there, pried on it, whack, 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 whatever. Okay, fine, no problem. But what they did, right there, big old high spot. And then, yeah, another big one there. And then down in here, yeah, this is Mount Everest in here. And instead of just taking a hammer, tapping those down, make them flat, or even just dish them in a little bit, they thought it'd be quicker to fill this entire panel. You know, that much filler. Well, it's all cleaned up. You can see where the damage was. Little dent there. And the rest of that door, it's perfect. So, yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. Especially up here. This was all filler. And the only damage I could find, right there. One tiny little dent. And they filled 3/4 of the door. Don't know what to say at this point. I get this finished up tomorrow. I gotta sandblast the edge of this door all along the bottom. Gotta clean up the bottom edge. Starting to rust a little bit. But that's the only door. The other 3 are fine. That's good. This fender, just gotta do that little spot. Same thing on this one. It's right there. And then there's that spot down there. Just got to clean that up and The bottom's crushed in a bit, but that's it. Should have this thing ready for primer tomorrow. That'll be good because I'm getting tired of working on this thing. There we go. Bodywork's done. Good enough, anyway. This came out pretty good. Bunch of hammer and dolly, whole bunch of shrinking. It's pretty rough under there, but got it down to a skim. Well, we'll call it a healthy skim. But it's less than what the last guy put on. Door came out good. Got the bottom cleaned up. Came out good. Front's all sandblasted. Same over here. This side's all done. I got the bottom. Yeah, it's better. It's not perfect, but good enough for an old tow truck. So tomorrow, mask it, prime it. She's done. Yay! That's back on the box. Well, I got to do the fenders. About the only thing left. So yeah, it's getting closer. It's prime time. All masked, ready to go. So there it is. Looks better in primer. Yeah, it's definitely straight enough for bright white. Ended up being a bit more work than I was expecting, but at least we got a good foundation now. So next time it's going to be prepping and painting.